Hello everyone! Hope you're having a fantastic and relaxing Sunday. Today we're going to start off with Golden Saucer like usual, and then continue on with Endwalker MSQ. If I talk a bit louder than usual today, the tinnitus in my right ear is ringing like crazy, so that's why. Anyway, let's go ahead and start off and take a look at Kai's graphic and see what ridiculous outfit we're going to make this week. So this week is really annoying. I don't have the spotted fedora, but I can easily buy the coral mask, although I'd prefer not to. And then, I don't think I have enough... Let's see, so in the chest piece... Hey, you can't see my mouse. There we go. So for the chest piece, I don't know if I actually have enough rep with the Vath to be able to buy either of these. And I don't really want to go and check that right now. So I'm going to see if I can buy this crafter piece, because I think this should be white scripts. I think yellow was Heaven's Ward, so I'll need to see if I can figure out which one it was. And the Highland mitts are only like 30k on the market board, plus they're really easy to craft, so I could just go ahead and make some of these. And I'm not going to bother getting any of the boots. And then if we need an extra 2 points, I can just throw on some soot black dye on the chest piece or boots to get an extra 2 points. So first I'm going to check and see if I can buy the crafter top, although I suspect I can't, because I think I have white scripts, but I need to actually see if I can find it. Okay, let's see, the vendor should be right over here. So I had to guess, this is going to be gear, white scripts level 60, and it's the... It is Crafter Scripts. Yeah, Crafter Scripts. Cauldron King's probably Alchemist then. Yep, there it is. That's Cauldron Keeps. Let's check the 58. Nope, definitely not. That's Adept. 70? Okay, there it is. Cauldron King, Augmented Cauldron King's Coat. Okay, so I think this should work for the chest. Switch over to Alchemist. And then I can easily go get the Coral Mask, which I think I'll just go ahead and do that for the second piece. And then if we need more, I don't think I can dye this chest piece. Yeah, okay, I can, so I can get an extra 2 points from dyeing these pieces. Let's go ahead and head on over. There's been a lot of lag today. Go ahead and head over to Golden Saucer and present our ridiculous outfit. But first, we're going to start off with the mini cactpot tickets. See if we can hit big money. Oh, wait. Actually, first I need to actually buy the glasses or whatever. There's the coral spectacles, right? Okay, not that one. There, coral mask, that's it. Okay. Now let's do the mini cactpot tickets. Okay, we can't get 7, 8, 9, so let's try and go for 1, 2, 3. We got the 2 and the 3, but no 1. Go ahead and try this next one. Oh, we have a chance at 7, 8, 9, or 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna go for the 1, 2, 3. Nope, it was neither. Got one more chance. Man, it's so laggy today. Can't get the 7, 8, 9, so let's try the 1, 2, 3 again. We got the 1 and the 3, but no 2. Oh well. Never lucky. This game's rigged. Oh well, let's see if this Jumbo Cactpot is rigged. Like it is every week. You just gotta hope for getting not last. It's just that easy. You just gotta win. He gets 50-50 shot. You either win or you don't. Let's see if this next one's good. Nope. Well, like, I'll still have to say, Cashier, I haven't completely lost faith in you. You got a little bit back this time. But I'm gonna be watching you. I really should. I know I say this almost every week, but I really should just, like, come up with some numbers that I do every week. That, like, kind of optimize everything. Either way. I'm not gonna figure that out today, obviously. Let's head on down to Fashion Report and see if we need to color any of our clothes. Yeah, okay, so that should definitely be the head, and I think the chest should be good, which should get me over 80 points. But if we need, like, 2 points, I can just dye some stuff. Of course, I can't even see the coral mask. Hope I got auto advance on. You turn that off before we start. Before we start actually doing any MSQ. There we go. Yeah, so this is exactly what I needed. It only costed like 200 white scripts, which is extremely cheap. And that's how you get 60k, so that pays for the coral mask I just bought. So I'll need to go and put that in my glamour dresser, and then we'll take this off completely. I'll go put that in the glamour dresser. Actually, first we're going to wait for the gate. That's going to happen in 3 minutes. Tried to time this so that I could line it up with get the 3 o'clock gate, but it looks like I was just slightly ahead of schedule. This week we actually started out at work. We actually started our new project. Unfortunately, the manager and several of the developers are boomer Java devs, so they're like having trouble wrapping their head around any of the JavaScript stuff. And like the manager really likes MongoDB for some reason, and like me and the other guy who actually know like that it's not as good as he thinks it is, are like trying our best to maintain some amount of, what's the right word, organization in the project. Because he's like, first he's like, he didn't even know TypeScript was a thing. And so we're like, we need to use TypeScript. And he's just like, oh, okay, I like types. And then now he like doesn't like types anymore because he wants us to just fly by the seam of our pants so that we can, quote, utilize the strengths of MongoDB. It's like, bruh, you're not the one writing the code. We are. We're the ones that are gonna have to wrangle with this mess. And it's gonna be a mess, no matter what. But we're trying to make it not as much of a mess by, like, having TypeScript and, like, trying to have some sense of organization. He's just having trouble wrapping his head around, like, everything. Because he spent, like, a week or two just trying to understand React and, like, how stuff works, and then also we're gonna have to figure out how to deploy this thing to production, because none of us, well, maybe the other guy knows a bit more about deploying for production, but like I haven't actually like needed to for any of the React apps that I've put together. Like the most I've done is just like a small personal project that I can just host on a static website. I just use GitHub pages to host it. Okay, timer, there it goes. Leap of faith. Let's see if I can not embarrass myself. But we all know that's gonna happen. I think he just really didn't like, because all the other projects have used MySQL, and he just hates. I think he hates having to send a like database update request every time we need to make a change. It was like, yeah, sure, we can use MongoDB, but in the code, we should have types so that we can catch stuff before it gets to production. Because I don't think he realizes that JavaScript is not compiled and it lets you do whatever you want. Because he literally just asked me, like, why can't we just pass objects back and forth? Why do we need types? And I just wanted to smack him because he clearly does not understand what he's saying. Okay, let's actually try and get this done. Instead of me ranting about work. Oops, yeah. I literally just watched the guy do that. Okay. I'm gonna blame my tinnitus and my rage at work. Those are my excuses for falling. Oh, there it is. I'm like, wait, how do I get back up? I will say that I know it might just sounds like I'm just trying to show off, but I do better on this when I'm not streaming, and just in general I do better when I'm not streaming, which makes sense. Because like even if there's like, well, there's no one here watching for the most part, but it's still the idea that the camera is rolling. And that, just in the back of my mind, oh man, this lag is terrible today. Thankfully, I'm not doing anything that's actually difficult. He says as he's about to fall off the platform. Okay, let's remember to get this. Jeez, that takes forever. Okay, I can jump over here. I actually wanted to get 150 Moogle tomestones, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be grinding any more of them over the tonight or not, because I didn't look and see yet. But I need to see when maintenance actually starts for tomorrow, because it might be like really early, like 7 p.m., which means that I basically wouldn't be able to do anything tomorrow. There we go. That's all of them. And I have 122. I'd like to get 150, but if I don't have time, then I don't have time. Plus, I really don't want... Like, last week I did do some more tombstone farming on Sunday, but then my wrist was a little bit sore, because that was before So I did actually start... I mentioned last week I was going to start wearing my wrist brace to bed, and it turns out that that was, like, the best thing I could have possibly done, because now my wrist feels almost completely normal. It's still, like, my forearm is still slightly sore, but it's really not that bad. Okay, so what am I doing now? I'm going to deposit the coral mask somewhere in my glamour dresser, and then I'm going to head over to Radzidhan, and we can continue on with Endwalker MSQ. I'm really excited to get going on it, because I'm pretty sure we're about to hit some crazy stuff. It's going to be pretty crazy. Okay, let's go to Adventurers Guild. So glad I took the time to get the Dragoon AR relic weapon, Zodiac weapon, because I do like how it looks, and I'm glad that I just did one weapon. I don't plan on ever doing any more of them, but I'm glad I did one of them, just to see how bad it was. And this was after they, quote, made it better. Plus I did it with flying, so like that just made it so much easier. If you had to do that without flying, that just adds another layer of annoying to it. Okay, what's the easiest way to get there? I should go to Limsa, take the boat to Charlian, then take the teleporter. Wait, that's gonna be 150 gil plus 300 for the boat trip. And then another, like, 150 for the teleport to Radzidhan. How much is just going to Radzidhan? Okay, it's 923, so it's going to be slightly cheaper. As if that really matters. Oop, that's not Limsa. What am I doing? Okay, let me go ahead and clean up some stuff. And change the stream text. Okay, but let's go to Arcanist Guild. Oh, I don't need that up anymore. Now let's take the boat to Charlian. Okay, so I've done this before. Just need to go to the main A3. I was just remembering, I'll do a recap of what happened last time, but I was just remembering the Charlian forum members just showing up in Razadhan after we'd taken care of like as much as we could. And then they're like, hey, we got this spaceship that can take you to safety, and they're like, and everybody's like, dude, where have you been? And they just stood out so much with their white robes in the like the burning smoky air of smoky lands and everything. Like you missed the train, guys. Okay, let's go to Radzit. Okay, it's 215, so it would have been slightly cheaper. Oh no, this is still slightly cheaper. I think at 900 would have used, so this ended up being about 500 gil. Probably what should have just used the, whatever it's called. The Aetheryte ticket. Alright. Last time on MSQ, we finished up in Thavnair and watched as, what's the dragon's name again? I remembered it earlier. What was it called? What was his name? Vitra. We watched Vitra reveal that he is the real satrap, and that he's actually been running everything from the what would be the right wording for this? We've been running everything from behind the scenes for like 100 years. And then, of course, Charlene shows up and says, hey, we can take you to safety. And now we are going to go and head back to the Crystarium and see if we can somehow talk to La Habrea after he got sealed in the Crystal Tower. Which is a little bit of a jump in my mind. Like, it feels like there's I don't know if canonically Almarad is still under the sea there, but it was still there after Emmett disappeared, so why isn't it there now? Why can't we go and try and, like, talk to Hythlodeus or something? Anyway, I think I talked to everyone last time. Let's go and talk to Thancred first to see. Should Reen ask any questions, don't hide the truth from her. If anything, see if she has any insights to offer. Yeah, we did all this last time. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to Grahatia. Get started. Return to the Crystarium. Grahatia has something he wishes to give you. Take this, Brilliant, my spirit vessel. Oh, he still got it? Guess it makes sense. Oh right, he used it in post Shadowbringer's MSQ when we were in Az's Law. Empty now, of course, but it should allow you to operate the tower system in umbilicals. However you say this. If even the smallest fragment of Elidibus's essence remains, it should be possible to locate it. I said La Habrea earlier. I meant Elidibus. Yeah, I read this. As for access to the umbilicus, pray seek out Lena for assistance. Chances are she still stands watch at the Ancestor Gate. Should she or anyone else ask me, tell them I'm living my life to the fullest, that I am happy, hardships and all. That's nice. Well, we had best be on our respective ways. God's willing, we will see each other again ere long. Well, let's head over to the Crystarium then. Let's see, how much is it? 527, sure. I still got the Crystarium as a favorite destination because it's a bit out of the way and I still go there occasionally. Alright, where's Lena? Outside, of course. Same place that we met her at the very beginning? Yep. Let's head on out there and go talk to her. Let's see, there she is. Brilliant, you have returned. I don't remember how to do her accent. Have you been well? You and the others? As well as can be. We've no shortage of troubles, but, well, we're well enough. Yeah, that's about right. Then things are much the same for you as they were here. My lord is doubtless enjoying himself. He said this to you? Those exact words? Oh, to know that he is happy, it fills my heart with joy. Thank you, Brillian, for taking care of him. Yeah, old Crystal Grandpa. When next you see him, pray tell him not to overexert himself, futile a request though it is. True. And tell him that all is well here. The peace you gifted us continues, and we work hard to build new lives for ourselves. In the course of this, we occasionally bicker, but we've never been more optimistic for the morrow. If I had to mention our one dilemma, it would be the question of our governance. Even as we speak, debate rages over how we should run the city in the Exarch's absence. Most are of the mind that the Settlement Council should continue to oversee the general running of the Crystarium, while representatives are elected to determine policy and handle diplomacy. Thus far, nothing is set in stone, but however we choose to proceed, we will not replace our lord. No one could. Have we recently observed any unusual phenomena? No, I cannot say that there have been. Curious that you should ask me this question, though. Some days ago, Reen came and asked the very same. She was rather unsettled, in stark contrast to how cheerful she has been of late, prancing around with her girlfriend. She and the other Crystarium youths just hosted a festival, you see. Oh, right, the festival. That was mentioned in the Eden series. It proved so popular that there are already plans for another celebration, one much bigger than the first. Between her preparations for the festival and the restoration of the empty, she struck me as happy and full of life. So when I saw her in a state of such worry, I couldn't help but feel worried in turn, especially since she wouldn't tell me what troubled her. I dare say she would be more willing to confide in you. May I ask you to broach the subject with her? Well, I gotta relay Tancred's message anyway. Do you wish to enter the umbilicus? Very well. I shall fetch the key at once, and take the opportunity to find Irene. Please wait for me in the city, in front of the Cabinet of Curiosity. Shall we say? I will be along as soon as I can. Alright, let's head over to the Cabinet of Curiosity, and wait for Irene and Lena to head on over, meet up with us. I suspect we're gonna meet someone else, though. Just trust me. I may have seen a couple names when I was glancing at the quest list. Like, I don't try and get spoiled from it, I just need to kind of, like, know where I am in MSQ for planning reasons. And I don't have anyone to ask. Okay, the Cabinet of Curiosity is... yeah, over there. I was thinking the crystalline mean. But no, the Cabinet of Curiosity is the library. Alright, let's wait here. Following event cannot be skipped. You make much to cancel. Pending duty fighter. Well, that sounds like fun. You guys got your popcorn? Because it's probably going to be some pretty fun cutscenes. Do my old eyes deceive? Is that truly brilliant? Ah, the librarian and the dog. Ha! It is! Full glad am I to see you hale and whole, my friend. What a wonderful surprise! It is to have you back with us, and at this most opportune time. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronologically. How the heck do you say that? Chronicling. Okay. In case you haven't heard, we are planning to produce a tome chronicling events from the Flood to the Knight's Return. From this project, we intend to draw upon records kept by the world's peoples. Historical and contemporary first-hand accounts will be the centerpiece of the tome, but yours would be the one to crown them all. I've been asked to contribute to chapter on the soul, a subject that is key to understanding much of your endeavors. In the course of developing the spirit vessel, I gained valuable insights into travel between the rift, knowledge that will allow me to attest to your existence and deeds. There is no end to the questions I would ask you, but if you could indulge me just one for now. In your quest to restore the night, you faced many formidable foes. Among them, who offered the greatest struggle? Let's see, Titania, driven mad by light and loneliness, Bothry and his misguided self-righteousness, Hades, who bore the burden of his people. This may come as a surprise, but it's probably going to be that they were really easy, but let's say Ement. Yes, Hades, he who sought to resurrect his ancient brethren. He was the final obstacle in your quest to restore the night. Your battle in the depths of the tempest, the stuff of epics. Yet, compelling as it is, I worry that mere words wouldn't do justice to that faithful confrontation. Just a second, I need to turn off my fan because I think it's rattling in the background. I don't think it's actually audible, but I can hear it, and I want to turn it off. Okay. Not that we think to admit it entirely, of course. No, at the very least, we will impress upon readers that it was the climax of your hero's journey. I know you'd love to talk her ear off, Morton, but we really should be on our way. Those documents from Yulmore won't collect themselves. Of course. And afterwards, would you care to join me for tea? I was hoping you might clarify a few points in your treatise. Till next time, then. Do tell the others to look after themselves. Our overzealous friend, in particular. Remind me not to overexert himself. Remind him, of course. Everybody's gonna keep saying it. Again and again till his ears fall off. That's what it takes. If that's what it takes for him to take it to heart. I'm just gonna keep doing different voices for the dog. Okay, who are we gonna meet now? Is that the Warrior of Darkness? Okay, it's the kids. I figured we'd run into the kids here. It's her! It's really her! What are you doing here? If you're going to battle, I can give you some medicine. I made it myself. Sure. Let me just toss it over my shoulder real quick. Oh, great medicine, yes. Best not, Riki. You'd only give her a stomachache. We've come to see Morin, to get his advice. One of the guard finally agreed to teach us how to fight. But first, we need to choose a fighting style. While I know I want to be a mage, Arkil isn't sure. Magic isn't really my thing, so I was thinking of taking up the axe, or the sword, or maybe the bow. They all seem alright, but it's hard to decide, so I thought I'd ask Morin. He knows about lots of things. He isn't here? Aww. Oh, why don't we ask the Warrior of Darkness to choose for you? What do you think suits Arkil best? Axe, sword, or bow? I don't know. For smiting your opponent, an axe. For protecting your friends, the sword. For fighting and hunting both, the bow. And we'll just go with the sword. The sword? If you took up the sword, you could be just like... Brandon, the Warrior of Light. Or Brandon. Yeah, that's right, I said the right name. I love that tale. Let's borrow the book today. It's really popular, though. I hope it's still there. Thanks for helping me decide, Warrior of Darkness. I'll start with that style, and maybe try something else later on. And when I get really strong, I hope you have a bout with you, kid. I don't think you understand what this Godslayer is capable of. Such a big fuss she's been having, basking in the adoration of musty old boogworms and wide-eyed younglings. But does she spare a thought for me? Of course not. Who's it gonna be? I think I know who it is. Oh, okay, no, different person. I waited and waited and waited, but she won't be so much as acknowledge the presence of our beautiful branch, even though they're not right here. Such a heartless thing our sapling is. Cold, cruel, and heartless. Fail, and you? Oh, faithful Fail, loveliest of branches, how I have missed you. Don't you have more important things to do, your majesty? If you truly missed me, you should have cried for me at the top of your lungs the instant you arrived. To make up for it, you have to call with twice the passion next time. Though, for there to be a next time, you've had a few struggles to overcome. So, my adorable sapling, the world is on the verge of destruction, is it? Oh yeah, of course she would know. She can go between the realms. How do I know this? Joined as we are, spying on you is as simple as sliding down the back of a rainbow. Would that I could aid you in your quest, but the fate of we Fey folk is bound to that of the star. Whither it goes, so too do we follow. Such is our way. The most I could do for you is spare you the pain by gifting you the sweetest of eternal dreams. I'd prefer if you didn't. But if escape's not to your liking, then you must struggle with your fellow mortals. Ah, but here are the ones you are waiting for. I wonder what manner of conclusion awaits at tale's end. I feel like I did the Heartless pretty good. My apologies for the delay. Brilliant! It's so wonderful to see you again. You doubtless have much catching up to do, so I shall leave it to you to it. I've taken the liberty of unlocking the umbilicus, and you may enter at your leisure. I thought that would be more of a popcorn cutscene, but it seemed like it was more like chores. I wonder if any of those are actually going to make much of a difference. Like, are we going to see the kid training with a sword later? And then what else did we answer? We answered who the most hardest boss was. Either way, let's go ahead and talk to Reen and continue on. I'm relieved to hear that everyone is well. I've had this feeling, like a pit in my stomach, and I was afraid that something might have happened. Maybe I'm overthinking things, but it's just that I'm the Oracle of Light, but I've never spoken to Heidelin, never once heard her call. Even so, I've always had this feeling deep inside me, a connection to something immense. These past few days, though, that connection has wavered, as if that immense something was distance, then close, then distance again. And then, the other night, I was jolted awake by the feeling that had been completely severed. Wanting some fresh air, I went to open the window, and to my horror, the sky was ablaze, like during the star shower. But then I blinked and everything was normal. The next day, no one said a thing. No one else had seen what I'd seen. As far as I could tell, nothing was out of the ordinary. I began to wonder if it was a figment of my half-remembered dream. That's interesting. Brilliant? What are you not telling me? Well, Thancred did say to tell her everything. I have to know. Please. It doesn't matter how terrible it is. It wasn't my imagination then. The doom we witnessed in Almorat has come again. I can't believe it. Like I told you before, all is well here in the First. So don't worry about us. Please, look only to the threat before you. We're fine right now, and even if we weren't, we've learned how to survive. Should the final days reach us here as well, you may be assured we won't go quietly. No, we'll hold on until we can find a way to save all our worlds. So long as you continue your fight, so too will we, united in purpose beneath a blazing sky. Well, nothing's happening in the First, but it seems like Reen is seeing visions of it, of the final days. Well, that can't be good. Go ahead and continue on. Hope upon a flower. Reen wears a look of steely resolve. You're headed to the umbilicus to consult with Elidibus, right? I'll do some consulting of my own and speak with Lena. Decide how we might best prepare for the final days. So it's farewell for now, but we'll see each other again, I'm certain of it. Yep, I'm sure we will. But let's head over to the Crystal Tower and see if we can talk with Elidibus, which still seems kind of weird to me. Okay, gatekeep, let me in. Ah, Mistress Brilliant, welcome back. The captain has told me all. Give the word and I shall show you to the ocular. Sounds good. was it, popcorn time? Heh. Be pretty cool if we actually just found someone sitting in there. But no. Yeah, that's a big crystal. Seems a bit bigger than...
Authentication complete. Please state your business.
Seems a bit bigger than they were in Shadowbringers. Maybe we just never actually held one.
Acknowledged. Reinitializing Circus Tower systems. Searching for Elidibus entity. Target located in subterranean core power accumulator. Projecting image.
There's little Elidibus.
My friends. No more than a dream. You. Why have you awakened me? I no longer sense those places beyond, or Lord Zodiac. You must explain all.
But you see, I kinda killed him. And now we got the final days upon us again.
So, he is fallen, and my brethren's souls returned to the star. The doom we sacrificed so much to prevent is come again. Old burdens now yours to bear.
Kinda karma, but at the same
if
time.
this is Fandaniel's design, then I, as Elidibus, have a duty to fulfill. Your unsolicited act has restored to me some few memories of the convocation.
Oh, that could be helpful.
Such knowledge as I have, I will share.
Yeah, just thank you.
I do this not for you. I merely perform my duty, as I have ever done. Where to begin? Ah, the end. Your understanding of what caused the final days is consistent with our own. The decay first took root where the currents were weakest. Yes, a conclusion drawn by him, Fandaniel. Not the him of here and now, but as I knew him, long, long ago. Having shed light upon the phenomenon, he dedicated himself to devising a countermeasure. Were it not for his knowledge of the Celestial, we would never have made the connection, and thence forestalled the final days. And though he inherited that noble soul, how different this last incarnation, so consumed by self-loathing and
Oh, that's
hate.
interesting. Does he hate himself for not being able to stop it? The point where he snapped.
Elpis. Yes, the name is familiar to me. Yet I know it not as a flower, but a place.
Oh, really?
a testing facility for determining which of our creations were fit to be released into the world. Many worked there, and before joining the Convocation and assuming the title of Fandaniel, he was their chief. He was Hermes. That is all I know. The crystals tell little of the lives the 14 led prior to their induction. Elpis itself would tell even less. Nary a ruin has survived.
Oh, something.
Wait. I saw you there. In Elpis. No. I did not. But I did. I did. A lingering trace of impossibility. And a truth that fills my heart.
Please explain.
My memories remain clouded, I fear. However, they have revealed to me one possible course. You must travel to Elpis, to the time when Hermes served as its chief.
Wait, time?
In glimpsing the Exarch's memories, not only did I make his summoning magic mine own, I also mastered the workings of this tower.
Well, that's useful.
Which, having absorbed my empowered essence, now harbors an abundance of energy. As such, I believe I can deliver you unto the past, unto that place and that precise moment. Given the eons that must be traversed, the gateway will not be fully formed. Your form will be less tangible still than those warriors of light I had summoned. In all likelihood, none will be able to see or hear you. Yet even should you manage to interact with others, you will be unable to effect meaningful change.
Well, doesn't that just help with paradoxes?
For the reality you wish to save, the reality to which you must return, exists as a result of the final days. You cannot reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present. Cannot unmake the sorrow and suffering fated to come.
But that's kind of what we did with Shadowbringers.
Full knowledge of this, will you still entrust your life to your foe and make the journey?
Sure. I'm sure we can trust you, Elidibus.
Very well. I shall cast you unto the river of time. Let this be my final act. You must input the commands. I no longer have the authority. First, you must reconfigure the systems, that the tower's ether may be channeled for the magic.
Well, this is going to be interesting.
The preparations are complete. The gateway will soon open. Return at once to the Ocula. All appears to be in order. The ether flows unimpeded. The magic should consume every last mote of my essence. Why are you surprised? Did I not say that this will be my final act? Lord Zodiac is no more. There is nothing for me here. The ones I love and long to see again are waiting in that promised land, beyond memory and dream. Now go, warrior of light. Go, and do not look back. Well, Heidelin, I take my leave of you. Yours is the mantle of the last of us. May you have the joy of it, the burden, and the solitude.
The framing on this is great.
It falls to you now. You and your champion to save our star.
I expected that to go a little differently, but still pretty cool. Flying through space. So, we at Elpis now? Oh, okay. A bunch of Almoratines in their full 3-meter tall height. So it's like 3 or 4 meters, because my character is like 2 meters almost, or a little over. Because including the ears. Yeah, this I was gonna say it looks a lot like Amarat's architecture, or a bit like. Let's go see if we can attune. Sure, it looks like an aetheryte crystal. Well, I can't. Oh, there we go. The device is reminiscent of an aetheryte. Perhaps it's possible to attune with it. Despite attempting to channel and focus your energies, you fail to attune with the device. You can only assume it operates differently. Okay. Try and talk to some people. Although, Elidibus said that we probably won't be able to... they won't be able to see or interact with them. The man stands dutifully by the aetheryte-like device, a guide for this facility in all likelihood. You attempt to get the man's attention, but if he sees or hears you, he gives absolutely no indication. As Elidibus warned, it appears your form is intangible. Well, that's not going to stop me from talking to this conversing woman. She's not wearing her mask. Or is that a woman? Oh, well, it says woman. This is the right place, right? Propleon? I don't know how you say that. Judging by the woman's words, this facility is called Propleon. Your attempt to gently prod the woman to attract her attention, but feel nothing. It seems neither does she. Well, let's see what else we got here. Talk to this guy? Yep. Be pretty funny if we run into Hythlodeus or something. The remarkably large man wears black robes and a half-mask, much like the phantoms you encountered in Lamentorum in the recreated Almarat. It would seem you have made it to your destination. You gesticulate wildly and shout all manners of greetings and vicinities, but the man does not so much as glance in your general direction. Well, I guess let's head outside. I was editing 5.55 today, so I remember some of that had happened. You suspect the door leads outside, but how to open it? Well, just press the interact button. Let's make sure to turn off auto advance.
And here we are.
Ooh.
Help us.
I know that voice.
Well, well. How rare to receive you in person. To what do we owe the honor?
Ooh.
Oh, just a few odd tasks. We'll be here a while. You're welcome to stay as long
We
as
saw
you
that
see
model
fit, of
earlier on the
course.
moon.
As a matter of procedure, however, I must ask that you kindly remove your masks.
We know those mannerisms.
Come now.
There we go.
Is this truly necessary? Surely you can tell who we are.
Who you are, perhaps, but I am far less infamous. Regardless, if we do not follow protocol, 'tis our hosts who would be held accountable. So, please, do favor us with your handsome face.
His red mask, right? Yep.
Satisfied?
Man with familiar voice. As if we don't know who it is.
Cooperation. You are free to go about your business.
Playing Almarat theme in the background, I think. I can barely hear it with my tinnitus.
By the by, you see it too, yes?
I haven't the foggiest what you're talking about.
Emmett, please.
That's odd. It's right here. A bit thin in the ether, but there's no mistaking it. The color of its soul is almost identical to Azem's. Do you suppose she created it? Rather unusual for a familiar to have a soul, though.
Don't ask me. All I know is that it's trouble. Doubly so if it's her spitting image. So let's leave it be. Come now.
It's trying to say something, but it's literally too intangible to form words. Why don't you give it some ether? Spare a snifter of your bounteous reserves.
Who do you take me for?
At this point, they should just put the
Why,
Emmett
a
name tag
dear
on it.
friend, of course. One who wouldn't let acts of kindness, such as My accompanying him on errands to far-flung outposts go unrewarded?
We technically don't know the other person's name yet. Well, actually we do, but you'd have to think a bit to figure it out.
Close your eyes, or this may be unpleasant. You may open your eyes.
Oh, now we're whole. And we're normal height? Or Omaratine height?
Oh, you even adjusted its size.
The better to indulge your whim. This way, it will be easier to communicate.
How very thoughtful of you. And may I applaud your artful reinforcement. Without further ado then. Greetings. I
There
am
we go.
Hythlodaeus, Chief of the Bureau of the Architect. Sulking beside me is the most honorable Emmett Selk of the Convocation of 14. And how might we address you, my new friend?
Instead of old friend.
A fine name. And I'm pleased to see you understand our words.
Yeah, in Omarad, he said old friend.
So, tell us, whence have you come? The thinness of your essence suggests you weren't created here. You do not know? Or cannot say? Allow me to ask a different question then. What brings you here?
That's a better question. I seek a man named Hermes. I want to learn about Elpis. Right, are we looking for Hermes, or are we just trying to look through Elpis to find a clue? It doesn't matter, but...
Well now, the same as us. Perhaps Azim wished to come too, but had to settle for a familiar.
If she truly wished to be here, then she would be.
Right you are. My apologies if we've given offense. The two of us can discern the color of souls, you see, and yours happens to resemble that of a friend. And with your purpose matching our own besides, we jumped to a hasty conclusion. We are here to speak with Hermes, the chief overseer of this facility, which we also intend to tour in order to gain greater insight into the man's work. We, I say, though this is Emmett Selk's charge. I am here only to serve as his guide. And I should be happy to serve as yours as well, by way of an apology for the misunderstanding.
Wait, are you suggesting that we bring it along on official business? This thing we know next to nothing about?
Yes.
If you harbor suspicions, better to keep it close than leave it to its own devices. Wouldn't you agree?
Good point. I love how today is just completely destroying Emmett in every single sentence.
Besides, having a mysterious life form in tow is the norm rather than the exception here.
I mean, for what we know, that makes sense.
Welcome, my friends, to the testing ground of creation at Heaven's Edge.
Ooh.
Elpis.
Oh, wait a minute. It sure looks a lot like the Labyrinthos. Well, I guess it's just because it's all foresty and stuff. Never mind. Oh, there's the dog. And Vina. I mean, Heidelin?
This presence.
Ooh.
Hermes! Visitors! We have visitors!
Little blue bird. I'm sure she'll be perfectly harmless.
What secrets are you hiding, I wonder?
Wow, this is fun. This is really fun. Also, this looks great. Place looks amazing. In case you didn't know, it's Route de Stare. Stop. Okay, Emmett. This is hardly my first time here, but that scenery never fails to take my breath away. I know, man. Looks great. Why, it feels as if you could reach out and touch the heavens. Now then, to begin our guided tour, perhaps you already know these things, but for the sake of thoroughness, I shall start with the basics. Using concepts to give a shape to ether, creation magics allow us to bring forth anything we desire. Be it inanimate objects or living beings. Anyone may conceive of concepts, but they must all undergo evaluation at the Bureau of the Architect. As part of that process, living beings and certain arcane entities may be sent here to help us for in-depth observation and study. A fascinating facility, isn't it? I dare say you will enjoy touring it with us. Yep. Man, this looks great. It's been about an hour, so I'm actually going to take a quick break, because this place looks amazing. Go ahead and use that as the backdrop. Okay, time to get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, do whatever you need to, and I'll be right back. Alright. I'm excited to continue on with this. This is really cool. This time travel stuff is always neat, if you can do it right. Because a lot of times you gotta make sure you don't mess anything up or get like paradoxes or just do. It's really easy to do bad writing. Second. I got a free company invite that I want to decline. I don't know where I would do that. Or did it already run out? That's fine. Okay, well, let's just continue on. Let's talk to Hythlodeus and continue on. Petaloda Hunt. Hythlodeus is looking at you up and down. Now then, our friend Hermes. Aside from overseeing the facility, he also conducts his own research. Chances are he will be at the main observation hub, so let us seek him out there first. Attired as you are, however, you stand out a little too much. Our dear Emmett Selk wishes to keep a low profile for his errand, so... Do you know how to make a robe? The basic concept will do. No, unfortunately. No. In that case, Emmett Selk. No, your whim, your personality. You're getting not another thimble out of ether out of me. The way he scrims sometimes, you'd think he wasn't a nigh bottomless font of magic. Oh boy, we know that. Very well, I shall make the robe, or perhaps you can assist. Come, let us search for the requisite material. Damn it, please. So can I mount up here? Yeah. Man, this looks great. Oh, come on. I get that these are supposed to be experiments and stuff, but... Okay, there we go. No means no. Just be grateful I'm willing to wait. Yes. These creatures should suffice. An etheric rope. I want you to use it to capture, shall we say, 2 Petaludi? There are 3 specimens here, I believe. Any 2 kinds should serve. Now, I should mention that the strength of the rope is tied, no pun intended, to the strength of its user. As your ether is still thin compared to us, you'll need to weaken the Petaludi first. Good luck! Gee, thanks. Or is that just an excuse for, to get us to do some combat? I also just realized I need to use, I need to actually use the rope. Oops, just killed it. Oh well. There we go. Let's see. Let's go grab this one also. Haven't played Dragoon for a bit. This should be enough. Or if it doesn't interrupt me. Or, yep, there we go. care, Heatherdace. I got your butterflies. You cut the Petla lodi. Come, come. Let us see. Here are your butterflies. Yes, these fine fellows will do nicely. And now for a spot of reversion. There, it's ready. It's nothing fancy, but then we're trying not to stand out. Try it on for size. You turn living beings into clothes, just like that. Would someone be angry for us using those creatures? Oh, it's fine. There is no one around to tell us off. And besides, we can always make more Petalodi. They need only a tiny amount of ether. It may take some effort to get the form and composition right, but anyone familiar with the concept should be able to manage. Well and good to disguise and educate it, but it won't fool anyone who can see worth a damn. Fair point, but at the very least, it should spare some unwanted attention from casual observers. Emmett Silk speaks true. Even dressed like us, your unusual nature will be plain to those who think to look. Should someone question your presence, don't make up excuses, much less try to explain what you actually are. No, best simply to say that you are familiar. The question is, whose? Ah, of course, Azim's. If you say you belong to her, people will give you the benefit of the doubt and for any and all outlandish behavior. Exploiting our associate's absence? For lack of her presence, absolutely. Were she here, she'd have been the first to propose the idea, and you know it. With that, your story is settled. Let us continue with our errand. Okay, now I get the Amoratine robes. Well, it's not Amoratine, but... Level 88. Cool, I can use double life search, that's useful. As dubious as it is, passing you off as Azim's familiar is probably the best approach. Should she take offense, and others so readily believe her recklessness is to blame, she is welcome to mend her ways. Pass as a child in your original size? I think not. Augmented or no, your ether is still far too thin to be considered normal. Fair enough. In search of Hermes. Hythlodaeus is ready to continue on if you are. If you are ready, let us continue along the path to Anognorus. Sure. The place serves as an observation hub and residence both. Someone there should be able to point us in the direction of Hermes. Well, let's head on over to that hub. Of course, they disappear and don't lead the way. I don't know how they expect me to get there. Besides the very obvious aetherite there. Oh, let's just enjoy... Oh, hold on. Just a second. Let me pull up the... Aether current map for this place so I don't miss any of them. Yeah, there's one to the west. Yeah, Elpis, okay. Yeah, there's just one down... There's one over here that we'll get at some point. I could probably see it. It's like right over here. But I'll wait on that until we get a little closer. So they see nothing about deconstructing other things and deconstructing concepts and turning them into another thing. It's really interesting. I was wondering what she was examining, but it seems to be the bush itself. Let's see if this observer knows Hermes' whereabouts. Yes, can I help you? Oh wait, this is a girl. That's the... Emmett said it was she. We wish to speak with Chief Hermes. Do you know where we might find him? Well now, by your mask, I assume you are one of the 14. I wasn't aware there was to be a visitation. Between you and us, it's something of a surprise. Your discretion in the matter would be appreciated. I see. My lips are sealed. The Chief should be conducting observations as usual. His focus of late has been aquatic creatures, so I expect you will find him at one of the pools here. The pools, you say? Many thanks, and apologies for disrupting your work. I say, Hythlodaeus. Well, I've never met Hermes. You know him well, do you not? That being the case, couldn't you simply find him by his ether? Aye, that I could. And why don't you? As you know, Emmett Selk and I can discern the color of souls. By the same token, we can also see aether quite keenly, and from great distances. With this skill, I can readily locate Hermes, but I felt that it would be a waste of an opportunity. We're here to perform an assessment, after all. By searching the ordinary way, we stand to gain insight into Elpis and the man in charge of it. This is as much for your own amusement, like as not, but point taken. If you're going to accompany us, make yourself useful and help us look out for Hermes. According to his profile, he was short and dark hair. So you know, it's because we're in Elpis that we don't have our cowls up. A special exemption due to the need to be aware to dangerous creatures. Elsewhere, we do not exhibit our individuality. It's unseemly. This is all common sense, but I would not assume you to possess any. As you can see, he never changed. It's rare treat indeed to be able to search for someone by their appearance, and I thank you for humoring me. Come, let us find our man. Well, let's go find Hermes. See, can we attune to the Aetherite yet? Maybe. Seems like it's probably a bit past where we're supposed to go, though. See, white mages are actually Almoratines, and they give you this mount to get the... or conjurers. I believe this is the same model as the mount for... Let's see, I have it. It's the level 30. Once you get to conjurers, yeah, here it is. The unicorn mount. Yeah, literally the same model. You get that from the level 30. There's a quest that unlocks once you get to level 30 conjurer. I think it's just a regular side quest, yellow quest. And they end up giving you that, mount as the reward. So that just confirms conjurers are actually, what are they called? Jeez, the lag's terrible today. Wow, jeez. It's like the worst lag I've ever had. Anyway, as I was saying, that just confirms that conjurers are actually Ascians. Ah, there they are. Hello, little bluebird. I'm sure you won't cause us any trouble in the future. They have such funny faces.
Ah, you are...
Oh. Huh? Different. You're different too. You and me. We're alike. Friends. I want to be... Wait. Please. Wait. Greetings and salutations. Can you hear me? Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, and know your thoughts.
Uh-oh.
May we please be friends? May we please be friends?
Ah, I see you found him.
Hythlodaeus. It's been a while. Too long, I think.
Too long indeed for close collaborators. On this blessed occasion, I bring not only myself, but others who long to speak with you.
You were of the convocation.
Emmet Selk at your service. Do I have the honor of addressing Hermes, Chief Overseer of Elpis?
You do. You have traveled far for it.
Given your facility's purpose, its remote location is something of a necessity. Would that I didn't have to rely upon a guide.
Oh, you wound me. Have I not ever been an attentive and helpful friend? But moving along to more agreeable company, this one we chance to... Well, you certainly have her attention. Is she one of yours, Hermes?
Her name is Meteon. It means shooting star.
If I may make an observation, her ether is terribly thin. I fear she might dissipate at any moment. Nor do I believe you've made a submission to the Bureau. I would remember such a concept if you had.
He's going rogue.
I haven't, as you say. I judged it too early. She's a pet project of mine, still undergoing preliminary testing. But rest assured that I will attend in person ere long.
Very well. Being an authority on flying life forms, I appreciate that you are exacting in your work. I shall look forward to your submission.
If we have finished with the perfunctory chit-chat, I would discuss official matters.
Always business, Emmett.
By my coming, I trust you already anticipate the subject.
I have an inkling, yes. Please wait to the main building yonder. I shall join you as soon as I've returned these creatures to their homes.
What's wrong, Hermes?
The Nemestoma is missing.
Huh?
I may have found it. A creature with the self-same ether as those there, nestled in the boughs of a tree outside the grounds.
You're saying they can climb with their sorry excuses for limbs?
I don't think that's what happened.
The fashion has been to imbue aquatic creatures with the power of flight, ever since the words of Metron created a sky-swimming fish. The Ambistomas too can fly, if only slightly, and they could conceivably climb a tree. Whether they can come down safely, however... Excuse me.
Just casually mentioning Metron.
I'll help too.
And what are we supposed to do with this lot?
May I suggest we split up? If you would be so good as to assist Hermes, Emmett Selk and I shall keep an eye on these adorable creations in the meantime.
Well, we met Little Blue Bird. And obviously, Emmett is not amused. The tenet of the word of Metron is to create aquatic life, both unique and beneficial. Aquatic. What would possess them to put these creatures in the sky? And is it even aquatic to begin with? Emmett, please. He's being creative. To the Embostoma, I've read this word before, but I can't remember how to say it, was submitted to the Bureau not long ago, and I'm pleased to see it has found its way here. We'll make sure these little ones don't wander off like their adventurous fellow. Go on, lend Hermes a hand. Well, let's head on over here. See if we can help Hermes and Metion. It's Metion, right? See if we can help them get the little fish thing back. Oh, there she is. And where'd Hermes go? Oh. Hermes, are you alright? Are you alright? It seems Hermes and Metion have found their quarry, a creature known in this age as Embistoma. Yet, though it has been safely extricated from the tree, Hermes appears to have found himself in quite a predicament. The Embistoma, Hermes saw it up high up in the tree. He climbed up to get it, but it jumped on him and he slipped. Do you need a hand? Everything under control? No, I'm fine, if a little embarrassed. Now, for your own safety, please stand back. Thud. Ugh. Hermes, are you alright? Quite alright, yes. My apologies for making you worry, Metion. Or Metion, that's how it's said, right? Metion? Both of you and, Brilliant Mason, are you called? An intriguing name. Somehow reminiscent of my new creation. Of a new creation. Thank you for coming after me. Don't we have something like that in the source? Like that fish thing? As for you, little one, you must be more careful. You may be able to fly, but it doesn't mean you cannot fall and hurt yourself. Nice ground textures. Oh no, I'd forgotten all about its fellows. Hermes, please. Don't worry, Emmett and Hythlodaeus are watching him. Truly? What a relief. I must thank Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus when I return to them. But first, with the distractions out of the way. As Chief Observer of Elpis, permit me to welcome you to our facility. I hope you will enjoy your time here. In search of Hermes. The fish thing stares at you unflinchingly, as if it regards something novel. Regarding it in turn, you notice it appears to be floating, if ever so slightly. I'm glad they're safe. Hermes and the fish thing. Ponder, warrant, cherish, welcome. Having found the wayward fish thing, Hermes is the picture of relief. Well, you mustn't keep the others waiting. Let's return to Anagnorisis. I know that they said it once, but I don't remember how you say it. Oh, hold on. Is there a aether current over here? No, northeast is a little bit far. Yeah, let's just go try and get it. I assume it's over here. Up on this platform somewhere. Let's see. No? West. Did I read that wrong? Oh, northwest. Okay, yeah. Never mind. Okay, let's just head back to Emmett and Company. Emmett seems to be having the time of his life, as you can clearly tell. Watching him and Hythlodaeus banter is hilarious. Perhaps it's only your imagination, but something in the creature's demeanor bespeaks proud defiance for having gone on an adventure. Some creations stay outside, others stay in caduceus, like the fish things. 'Twas blissfully uneventful in your absence. The little ones were on their best behavior. No more errant creatures to distract us from the matters of actual import, I trust. My apologies for the trouble. Owing to your kind assistance, all the fish things are safe and well. I will presently send them back to their space, if you would go on ahead to the main building. Upon entering, you will see a table and chairs, a meeting area. We may speak there. Very well. Take care not to let the creatures slip away again. Oh, we've read that already. Will you be attending as well? If so, you should join the others in the building. Okay. Let's head on over there. Let's see. Oh yeah, got the new robes. I'm supposed to be wearing them, but whatever. I'll just put it in my glamour dresser. Oh, let me go unlock the gemstone trader, just to get it off the map. Alright. Let's head inside. Well, Emmett Selk has been accommodating thus far. He is the one who has business with Hermes. If you wish to attend, you will have to ask his permission. I think we should probably try and attend, just so that we can, because we're trying to learn more information about Hermes. Right? That's why we're here?
This appears to be the place. And here is where we part ways.
No, Emmett. I'm gonna tag along.
We will be discussing highly sensitive affairs. Only a select few may be privy to such knowledge, and that does not include someone who cannot or will not divulge their origins. What? Will I have to remove you by force?
Yes. I have important things to say to him as well. There are reasons I cannot speak freely. Yes.
Let's hear them then, these reasons of yours. Who knows? If I deem your mysterious cause worthy, I may even be inclined to offer my assistance.
Sure, Emmett. Sure.
I do not object to her attendance.
Hermes, this is highly irregular.
Perhaps, but I believe she can be trusted. Meteion would not have taken to her so quickly otherwise. Moreover, the presence of a third party may help me to maintain composure.
Emmett is not amused.
As you wish, then. Behave yourself, do you hear?
So, it's finally happened, then.
Aye. Van Daniel has declared his intention to step down, and named you as his preferred successor.
Ah, okay. Did we know that already? Is that what Elidibus said? I forget.
In recognition of your knowledge and your works, the convocation is giving the recommendation due consideration. As one who does not know you personally, I am to use my impartial eye to take your measure. And above all else, to ascertain your disposition towards the invitation. I understand that you and Van Daniel are close. He himself was once chief overseer of Elpis after all. I should not be surprised if you knew before anyone else that he wished to relinquish his office.
I did. He told me that when he fulfilled his purpose, he wished to pass the torch to me.
A torch you seem none too pleased to accept. Are you so averse to serving on the convocation?
No, it's not that. For a humble researcher like myself to even be considered is an honor beyond words. No. What troubles me, what I struggle to come to terms with, is the very fact that Van Daniel is stepping down. Does this not mean that he will return to the Star?
Of his own volition, yes, like so many others have before him.
Return to the Star? Does that mean die?
Well now, that's not a word I hear often. Is that what you say here in Elpis? Mankind is the life of Atheris. Each of us, a drop of blood flowing through its veins, bearing sustenance. In our finite time upon it, 'tis our duty to make it a better place, that all who call it home, now and in future, may abide in happiness. To that end, we have dedicated ourselves to the pursuit of enlightened creation. And by our efforts did we transform this once untamed wilderness into the peaceful paradise you enjoy today. To return to the star whence we came is a privilege afforded to we who have so loved and nurtured it. A choice embraced by those who have lived their lives to the fullest, in service to our world. And when they depart upon this journey, it is beautiful, always.
The 14 are no exception. 'Tis believed no occasion is more felicitous than the fulfillment of one's duty. Our office becomes our lives, and to retire is to return, or so the majority of us hold. Some few have elected to eschew custom. Mayhap you feel Fandaniel's deeds do not warrant his return. Yet you should know his accomplishments as well as any. During his time, he conceived of countless outstanding concepts. And channeling the wealth of experience he attained here in Elpis, he brought forth many new specimens.
I know of all this. I do. It's just, I cannot fathom why someone so great and wise, who could still do so much good, would want to end it all. Oh no, I've made her upset. Forgive me. I know I requested your presence. Might I trouble you to take Meteon outside? A change of scenery would do her good.
Yeah, let's not make the little blue bird sad. I think that might be a really bad idea. Okay, Meteon, let's go take a walk. After I talk with everyone. Don't mind us, my friend. Please tend to Meteon. Most would jump at the chance to serve the convocation, and yet... Forgive me. I will make it up to you, I promise. Okay, Meteon, let's go for a walk. I'm sorry, Brilliant. I didn't mean... A walk? Perhaps we can go for a walk? Yeah, let's do that. Hermes gets sad when he thinks about death. When others are sad, I'm sad too. That's how I am. How he made me. That doesn't sound like a good idea. But don't worry, I'm fine now. So, why did you come here? You want to learn about Elpis and Hermes? Ooh, teach you. I can teach you. We could take turns. I tell you something, then you tell me something. Jeez, sounds like fun. Sure, why not? Sounds like a bother. Like, please, don't make little bluebird sad. It will be, it will be. Where to start? Ah, yes. Let's talk to Memnon. He should be near the Aetheryte. I'm not good at explaining, but Memnon is. So I'll have him explain instead. Meteon does not accompany you. Keep your side and proceed with your quest objectives. You can always leave Meteon behind. Why would I ever do that? Let's jump on over and go talk to Memnon. Don't mind me just running through the water. In Aetheryte, anyone can use it to teleport anywhere. Well, maybe not anywhere. Not to the ground or other isles. For that, you need teleporters. Oh, and permission. Of course you need permission. Okay, Memnon, can you explain stuff? Ah, what have we here? Though you look like a person, you have the ears of a beast. I assume you are a familiar like Meteon. Is there something you need? This is brilliant. Could you teach her about Elpis? Ah, a newly arrived familiar, is she? Very well. I should be glad to introduce our fair facility to her. As you know, It is mankind's duty to make the star a better place. As part of this duty, we employ creation magics to bring forth new life. However, we cannot simply release our works into the world, or it would lead to chaos. Understandable. No, any and all life forms must undergo extensive testing to determine their fitness to exist. Testing which is conducted here in Elpis. Every candidate is subjected to rigorous study in which we identify their properties, surmise what habits might be suitable, and speculate as to the effects they may have on the environment and other species. Should it be judged a beneficial addition to the star, it will be allowed to take its place in the world. The two of you two were created with hope of making the star a better place. So heed your master's will and be good, do you hear? We will, Meteon, we will. Well, Memnon, we will. Thanks for the lesson. You had a turn. Now I get mine. Where did you come from? A faraway place. From a place facing a great threat. From the Cursarium, I guess? Then I probably don't know it. I don't know much about other places. But this place is important to you. I can feel it. Oh, my power. I haven't told you about it. A creation. Let's find a creation. One not being watched. Then I'll explain my power. I suspect her power is going to lead to quite a few problems. Let's see, let's go ahead and do the optional thing here. Spriggans? What are Spriggans? Oh no, we call them Orlai. Orei. Orei, sure. If there's many, but if there's one we say Ories. Though they're cute, they can be naughty. Sometimes they run off with concept crystals, and Hermes has to run after them. I feel like we've seen this guy's name before. There's never a dull moment with these Spriggans. Their fondness of minerals making them highly unique, and I dare say they will be no less popular. I'll be able to see this motion. Okay. Okay. Hi, motionless bird. We've seen this bird in post Shadowbringers. It's just there, and I think there's been some speculation that it's actually Emmett watching us in post Shadowbringers. But yeah, this is that bird from there. Oh, this creation is perfect. But I don't remember seeing it before. Perhaps it's new? Anyway, I'll try reading its mind. That's my power. That's a bit dangerous. I can't read it. Maybe there's nothing to read? Mind empty. Wait, please wait. I'll try again. With you this time. No. That's a bad idea. No. No. That's a bad idea. I can tell you right now, that's a bad idea. Greetings. Can you hear me? This is my power. I can read the emotions of those around me and project my emotions to others in return. I'm not actually speaking to you in your mind. Rather, you are converting my emotions into words and intention. a process performed subconsciously by intelligent life forms. This ability is vital to my mission, for it allows me to interact with intelligent beings, even should they communicate via unknown languages or other nonverbal means. As a consequence, I'm clumsy at speaking. Yet, though I struggle to express myself in this fashion, Hermes wants me to speak as much as possible, for everyone has thoughts and feelings that they may wish to hide. I harbor an affection for you, one that is difficult to define. Aside from the fact that I share a common trait with us, your thoughts are complex, prismatic. They draw me in, leave me wanting to know more. I'm gonna just stop you right there. You don't want to dig deeper. Out of respect for your privacy, I will refrain from using my power to speak with you. Nevertheless, I want you to know I wish you to be your friend. Did you hear me? Good. Now it's my turn again. So, what are you good at? Killing gods. Fighting, crafting, gathering, playing. I wonder if these change depending on if you've leveled up certain things. But yeah, I'm a god slayer. Oh, fighting! That must mean you're strong. Hermes is strong too, but he doesn't like to fight, even when creations fight him. Now the bird's watching. Even funnier if this is Emmett watching. I think we might be bothering it. Let's keep going. We'll go and see Euthane next. She's usually in a small building, one on the west row. Oh good, the west side is where that Aether Current is. Oh, let's head on over the west side. West side, best side. I guess I should just mount up. Oh well, too late now. No point. Oops, not that way. Another generic hero haircut. Well, well, if it isn't Metion. I see you've brought a friend today. Metion. I keep on saying her name wrong, because I've always read it as Metion. Greetings, Euthane. Euthane. An apple? Could you make me an apple? The kind Hermes likes, covered in syrup. I want to share it with Brilliant. A candied apple? Hermes is certainly partial to them, but you know you can't eat Metion. You weren't made to do so. But I like it too. It may seem that way, but it's due to your ability to share others' feelings. You've taken Hermes' likes as your own. In any case, I can't prepare an apple right now, but I'll bring one for Hermes soon, I promise. I'm sorry, Brilliant. I wanted you to show you my favorite thing. Then I could ask you about yours. But I failed. Tell her what you like. Yeah, sure. Oh! That's what you like? Yes, yes, I can feel it. Your joy and happiness. And it makes me happy, too. Thanks for sharing it with me, Brilliant. Well, we've walked and talked a lot. Maybe Hermes has finished talking, too. Shall we go and see? Yep, let's head on over there. Then I think I might wrap up for today, because I'm getting a bit tired. Made a pretty good amount of progress, and I'm happy to say that my wrist really doesn't hurt that much. It does a little bit, but it's still improved a ton over the past week. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk to the Aethodeus Emmett, and then Hermes, and finish this up. Ah, excellent timing. It was so refreshing constitutional, I hope. What? Back already? Pity. A lot longer, and we might have snuck away without you. Emmett, please. There you are. I can see the fresh air has done Meteion good. Brilliant wanted to learn about you and Elpis, so I taught her. About this place, about my power, and about your favorite food. I'm not sure that last one will be of any use. Oh, I'm sure it will be. But I do appreciate you keeping Meteion company. While you were away, I finished speaking with our guests. Finished? Hardly. You requested time to consider the invitation, so we have no choice but to occupy ourselves with an inspection of your work. My apologies. It has been decided that Emet-Selch and Hythlodaeus will accompany me as I tend to my duties. If you wish to learn more, perhaps you would like to come too. I'm compelled to remind you that she is in no way associated with the convocation. We simply chanced to meet at Propleon. There is no guarantee that the matters we discuss will remain private. I do not mind. To see the joy her presence brings Meteion, I cannot imagine our mysterious friend harbors malice and malicious intent. Brilliant is kind. Really, truly. She taught me as much as I taught her. You're coming too, of course. To watch Hermes? You're bound to learn lots and lots. Sure. Why not? I mean, we need to learn some stuff. Alright. That's all we're gonna do for today. I'm getting a bit tired, and we made a fair amount of progress, and we got to meet Emmet and Hythlodaeus. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. Hope we had a good time. Next stream, I'm gonna plan the next stream to be Sunday again, but hopefully my wrist is better this weekend or next weekend. I'm still, even if my wrist is perfect next weekend, I'm still only gonna stream once, because even now I can kind of feel my wrist, just a tiny wrist and elbow, just a tiny little bit, which means that I put in a little bit too much work on it. But it's still like the best it's been since I originally, my carpal tunnel got aggravated again, or flared back up. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, that's gonna be all for today. Hope to see you next time. But until then, goodbye.